Hey everybody, this is Fernando from the Rollback Podcast, and for our double header this week, if you haven't already heard, we have done Clerks 2 to pretty much wrap up the Kevin Smith kick I was on, and now we're going to be jumping into the 2003 remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Personally, the only remake that I think that they have done that has been better than the original. That goes for Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, even Rob Zombie's Halloween, because the 2018 Halloween I don't really consider a remake, as more a sequel. So, with all that being said, Eddie is going to be joining me on the podcast. Please enjoy.
Hey everybody.
Don't you ever fucking step on my intro again. Hey everybody, this is Fernando from the Rollback Podcast, and you know what day it is, Wednesday. It's time for the Wednesday Rewind. The Wednesday Rewind.
The piece of shit Wednesday Rewind?
I'm sorry, I'm the only one that does my own segment.
Congratulations, you asshole.
You know, that's just president things. I just do my own segment. That's president things right there. It's whatever. So anyways, we're doing the movie, the 2003 version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Personally, I think it's the only one that did, better.
The only good remake?
Yeah.
Are we including the Halloween movie that just came out 2 years ago?
That's not a remake. That's a sequel.
Okay, that's fair. That doesn't count.
If you want to talk remake, it's 2007 Rob Zombie.
It's not. I kind of like...
No.
I kind of like characters with backstory, but his mom being such a stripper, was not helpful. Whatever, fuck it, we're going to talk about this one.
So yeah, this is the 2003 remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Starring Jessica Biel, starring
a bunch of fucking, rando actors. Let's start off the top. Jessica Biel as Erin, Jonathan Tucker as Morgan, and we see... Let's see.
R. Lee Ermey.
Dude, he fucking killed it in this movie as the bad guy.
I fucking hated his guts.
As the sheriff?
Yes. This is the first time I ever saw him. When I was a kid. I never saw Full Metal Jacket when I was a kid.
Yeah, me either. This would be the first time I've seen him.
He was such a bastard.
Yep. And then, you get, Mike Vogel. I think he's, probably the only other known one. He's done, TV shows and shit. You see the kid from The Ring? The little boy?
Is that him?
Yeah, he plays Jedediah.
Oh.
The little weirdo that's going through their shit.
Yeah, they're the one that's not allowed to sleep inside.
Yeah, like, Grandma, let me in.
No!
Yeah, that's the kid from The Ring.
Huh. Okay, see that I did not know. Alright, you learn something every day here at the Rollback.
Mm-hmm.
So, this film was kind of the first in the huge wave of remakes. There were a few, before it, like Psycho and whatnot, or 13 Ghosts. But this was really the first, big, slasher, remake.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of kicked off. Then we saw, the Friday the 13th remake. Then we saw, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Then the Rob Zombie remake. We had a lot of remakes after this. Prom Night, which was fucking horrible.
See, I've never seen the original Prom Night, so I can't really judge the remake as bad. Are you shaking your head? Is it bad?
It's bad.
Wow.
Terrible.
So, pisses on Jamie Lee Curtis's legacy bad?
Pisses on Jamie Lee Curtis's legacy on her grave, on a hot sunny day. It just somehow it makes it worse because everyone can see.
I don't know about you, but I'm more familiar with, Friday the 13th,
mm-hmm.
a little bit with Nightmare on Elm Street, a little bit more with Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I was never really, the old movies, I was never, I never watched them. No. It wasn't until, later in life, but, as a kid, I never watched the old ones.
I never did, and finally when I sat down to watch it, I didn't like it because it was such a slow burn.
Yeah.
It was so slow, so awkward, so, bad acting. The few scenes that stand out are the scenes that they just repeat. They don't talk about the film. They talk about, the scene where, Leatherface comes out of nowhere and hooks a guy. They don't talk about the whole film. They talk about the part where he grabs that girl and brings her in for the dinner scene. So I think this movie actually surpassed the original by far. And
especially with intensity, because this movie's fucking intense. And it's super quick.
Yeah.
I forgot how quick everything happens in this fucking movie.
It's an hour and a half long, if
yeah,
that.
It's an hour and a half. it fucking doesn't feel like it. Feels like an hour, like straight out the gate.
It flies by. And I mean, they established so much so fast in the very beginning. You got these 5 kids. One of them they barely just met. 2 of them are brothers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like the dude that's making out with the chick in the back of the van. Like he had just met her
2 days ago.
Yeah, and like she's just hitchhiking with him.
And they're just making out, wanting to pass diseases back and forth.
And then the fucking right out the gate, they run into that girl who's hitchhiking, which, because of this movie, never pick up hitchhiking girl.
Never. Never. Because she might make a mess in the back of your car. That's why.
Dude, that fucking scene of her blowing her fucking head off is... I forgot that, like, the camera pans through her head hole. Not her normal head hole. The head hole she created with the bullet.
Fun fact, it was all practical effects. It took them like over 30 attempts to finally get it right, because every time the body would fall back, it would fall back at a fucked up angle where you couldn't see the reaction.
Look, see, and that's where because you could do CGI, but this is where practical effects reign supreme, because you can't fake that shit.
You can't. No, and again, it took them over 30 attempts to finally get it right, but it was fucking worth it, because that shot, I don't think I've ever seen a head hole POV shot.
And this was one of the... I mean, what's funny is that... So yeah, you see the girl get her fucking head blown off, and when they kill the nerd, the dude with glasses...
Yeah.
He, Leatherface fucking...
Chops him upward.
Yeah, chops him upward from his balls. But you never see it.
Yeah, they were running out of money.
Yeah. So you're just like, oh, you show the fucking girl get her head blown off, but you don't show the dude getting his nuts chopped in half?
You gotta know where to spend the money, man. All right, the money shots, if you will.
Well, it's funny because Michael Bay's the fucking producer of this movie, you would think like he would know how to manage his money.
I mean,
given that he's always given an endless fucking paycheck for every movie that he does.
I wonder. Do you think Michael Bay, being one of the producers, do you think that's one reason why, like, for no reason, Jessica Biel is always like wet when she's not supposed to be? Like, she's always in a wet shirt.
Dude, yes. Like, fucking Michael Bay loves hot chicks in his movie. Liv Tyler in Armageddon, every girl in Bad Boys, both 1 and 2.
Have you seen 3?
3 was okay.
They kind of.
I was just like, whatever, man. Like, you both are too old for this shit.
Dude, that made me sad. They poke fun at it. Fucking,
it's true. They do.
He paints his beard.
Like, at least fucking Will Smith takes care of himself. Martin Lawrence doesn't give a fuck. Martin Lawrence isn't gonna hit the gym. He's old. He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't. I'm glad they embrace it, and hopefully Bad Boys 4 doesn't suck.
I'm just trying to think, like, what other horror movies came out after this? Like, I think
Silent Night, Prom Night, Christmas Night, Dark Christmas, Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. Was this a Blumhouse movie? No, it was New Line Cinema.
No, this is pre-Blumhouse.
Black Christmas. That was before the remake that just came out, right?
Yeah, and that was like a remake of another remake.
That was like the third remake, right? Of like
it was the second. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And not many of them have been good, if at all. They're all like, cheap. Okay, it costs $5 million to make them. We're gonna make like $40 million off it. So just fucking punch it out and go.
Look, and with horror movies, I think it's a lot easier to do remakes because you can explore new aspects of how to scare people. The older movie, like you said, it's very slow, and this one. Dude, when fucking Leatherface pops out the first time, when the old dude's hitting the floor, he's like, come on, boy, come on. And then next thing you know, a fucking door just slams open and chainsaw revving.
Yeah.
Like, that shit scares the piss out of you.
I don't remember, did he hook him or did he grab him and drag him back? Or did he, like,
I think he hooks him in the shoulder with a...
With the meat blade.
Yeah.
With the meat hook.
Yeah.
Did you cringe at all when you resaw
Wait,
this
when
movie?
he kills the boyfriend?
Yeah, I'm talking about when he first...
Or when he kills the blonde dude.
It's the blonde dude that he gets
that's
first.
when he gets...
And then he gets the boyfriend later on.
No, he gets the boyfriend first.
I'm trying to remember.
It's when they go to the house first, remember? And then she comes back and she's like, have you all seen Kep?
Oh, that's right. And then the second time they go to the house is when he has the tire...
Yeah, the friend comes with the monkey wrench.
Yeah, that. Okay, I remember that. I'm kind of confused on the order of kills, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the boyfriend gets fucked. He gets fucked so bad.
You know, another fun fact: this is the only film that to show Leatherface's actual face, like taking off the mask. You never see it in any of the other films. If you go back and rewatch it.
Dude, that fucking scene where he's wearing the boyfriend's face, like the entire face.
Yeah.
Not like let me piece together a new mask with different skins.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, it's a good face.
Yeah.
And he just wears the entire thing, and then Jessica Biel's in the van, and then, like, his head comes up, and you just see full face. And she's just like, he's wearing my boyfriend's face as a mask.
At least they weren't engaged.
She loved him a little bit.
I mean, she got over it real quick when she was running around trying not to die.
You get over a lot of things real quick when you're trying not to die.
That's fair. So the first time you see Leatherface, do you remember your reaction seeing this as a kid?
Dude, it scared the fucking piss out of me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Me too.
Like, this movie, as a kid, I remember, terrified me. The only other movie to terrify me as much as this movie or more was Scream.
Really?
Yeah. And The Exorcist.
You thought the original Exorcist was scary?
I was 6 when I saw it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I saw it when I was like 22.
Lucky.
I mean, I saw Child's Play and that petrified me.
Man, Child's Play, I laughed more at that one. Yeah, I remember when I tried to show you...
yeah, I was like, oh, fuck that, we're going to watch Star Wars.
The Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, I think you got me to watch The Seed of Chucky, actually.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's not even scary. It's like a comedy.
I refused to watch the first one, but I finally fucking relented and we watched The Seed of Chucky.
Pussy.
Hey, fuck you, that's my childhood nightmare. That is my childhood nightmare.
Now
fuck
I know what to get.
I'm not scared of Chucky anymore.
Okay.
Fucking try me.
Walk into your bathroom and Chucky's just there. I'm
gonna beat the shit out of it. I'm proactive now. You can videotape it. I'll be in the middle of a piss. He'll come out. Nope. I'm gonna fucking Hulk Loki this bitch. All over the place.
Yeah, and I think, like, as far as horror movie, like, icons goes, like, slashers, like Jason Voorhees, Ghostface, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Hellraiser, Candyman.
I don't think Candyman so much as Leatherface.
I think Leatherface is probably this Leatherface is as terrifying as Jason Voorhees.
I'd kill to see Leatherface battle Voorhees, actually. Like, I always want to see a versus match between the two.
I would, but it just comes down to the fact that fucking Leatherface is human. Well, in this one, like, he's straight human.
Yeah.
Like, he's not, like, supernatural. Like, there's nothing supernatural about him. He's just a really jacked fucking dude that cuts people up with chainsaws.
Oh, also they changed the name from the Hewitt family to the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
No, Witt family? Is it White or Wyatt?
Well, in the prequel they discussed that. They remember how, like, the Arlie Hemmy's character kills the actual sheriff and just, like, kind of takes over.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
And they just, like, take over that name.
That's weird. And I think also part of it is, part of the movie, why it's so terrifying is that it's almost a little too realistic. Because you can imagine, like, there's some small hick-ass town with a population of, like, 5 people. Where, like, one of them is going to pose as the sheriff, and you don't know any better. I mean, cop pulls you over.
You've driven through some of those towns in Texas where it's, like, super small, super desolate, but not to the point of this movie, not to that extreme. But, yeah, you could see that happening.
I would not fucking stop, though, in those towns.
Fuck no. Well, I mean, what if you have a dead person riding in the back of your van that just offed herself?
Honestly, if I was in that position, and I was way back in, like, the 1970s, when this film takes place, fucking pull over to the side of the road, dump the body, go. Break the glass, that way you can't see all the red, take off.
For people that just saw a girl fucking off herself, the dudes take it pretty well.
It's the hippie girl that kind of loses her
mind. The hippie girl loses her mind.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel kind of loses her mind for a second, but then she jumps back because she's, like, the main protagonist of the movie.
I think she just vomits once and it's like, alright, let's keep going.
Yeah. And then, when that fucking happens, that's when all hell goes to shit, and they go to the gas station first to call the cops.
Yeah.
And then they go to the house, The sheriff shows up. He's fucking nuts.
Yeah. You know, I didn't realize it till the rewatch. The bad guys, the Hewitt family, they weren't trying to hunt them. It was just it was circumstance. Like, oh, you happen to be around when we needed to fuck shit up.
Like a Hills Have Eyes situation.
Yeah,
like where they were like deliberately like hunting this family down.
Yeah, and they weren't. Like, it was literally just wrong place, wrong time.
We're gonna
get up here. Yeah. Well, and that's one thing. They didn't have the famous dinner scene, but I mean, fucking fair enough. They had so much other terrifying like moments.
Yeah, they don't have that scene until the prequel.
Yeah.
Where they're like, what are we eating? And I think he says like the sheriff's joining us for dinner tonight.
Yeah, and then they're actually eating like human flesh. Yeesh. And then this film, I think, tricked you. Correct me, did it trick you? It tricked me when I was a kid that like it was real. That like like the footage was real.
Because it has that fucking scene in the very beginning where it's like, we are investigating the murders in this house, and we're going to be going down to the basement.
Yeah. I thought it was fucking real. I was like, dude, we need to go to that house. Maybe we'll see Leatherface.
Well, now the people that own that house hate the movie because people keep visiting the house and they don't want them there.
I'll fucking sell tickets, man. Make some money off it.
I mean,
stupid.
That's what you would think, but they don't like that.
Yeah. Also, that house is so goddamn random. Like, in the middle of no field.
It's like, scary as shit, too.
Who the hell would want to live there willingly? I'm pretty sure the Wi-Fi is shit.
There's people that live there right now.
Those people are making mistakes. They need to Airbnb that shit.
Probably. I mean, yeah, you could probably make a lot of money doing that. No, there's plenty of houses, like, I think from horror movies that you could fucking Airbnb them.
I know the Amityville Horror House. I think it is up on Airbnb.
I'm fine. I'm fine with never like.
You wouldn't be down if I.
That's another horror remake that came out.
Oh yeah, there you
go.
The
Amityville Horror remake
with Deadpool.
Yeah, with Ryan Reynolds. No, I mean I was never a big fan of the original, and the remake I was just like, it's okay.
I thought I think the original was kind of overrated, honestly.
There's a bunch of Exorcist remakes or add-ons.
The beginning.
Then there was like Dominion.
Yeah.
Because the director was like, no, they ruined my movie. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this is the real movie. And it's like, it's not helping your case, man.
It's still garbage, bro. It's still garbage.
I'm pleasantly happy that this is one of those movies that came out that the director wasn't like, no, I was supposed to make it like this. Mm-hmm. And the studio ruined it. Granted, there's that scene where the kid's supposed to get chopped all the way up, and they don't show it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, fucking they were running out of budget.
Dude, the deaths in this movie
are brutal.
Fucking brutal. Like, the blonde kid that gets hung up by the hooks.
Dude, I remember the fucking salt. When, like, he takes off the leg and puts the salt and then...
And then puts the butcher paper and ties it with twine. I'm like, you vicious motherfucker.
Not even gonna let him bleed out. You're not even gonna let him bleed out.
Jessica Biel puts him out of his misery.
In the worst possible fucking way, though. Don't stab him in the fucking gut. Get him in the heart.
Do it. You missed.
You dumb bitch. You missed.
Just throwing this out there. Eddie's use of that word does not reflect those of us at the Rollback.
Shut the fuck up. Look, man, if I'm hanging from a hook, don't stab me in the gut. You get me in the heart. Give me the goddamn knife. I'll slice my own throat.
If y'all would like a logic complaint, you could email the podcast. Eddie's a horrible person. And back to the podcast.
Fuck you. Okay, so, come on. That was a terrible way to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're all terrible ways to go.
I remember him trying to lift himself off the hook, and he just falls right back on it.
How does the girl die? The hippie? I forget.
She literally gets chopped in half, but it's like really like off, like in the background death.
Mm.
It's after the cop takes the nerd. I don't remember his name. The guy with the glasses that couldn't see.
Oh, okay.
The guy that gets chopped up the middle. Not the boyfriend, not the brother, but the nerd.
The one that just like freaks out, grabs the gun, and like he clicks.
Which, to be fair, I would have done it, but if I had clicked and it hadn't gone, just start beating him with the butt of the gun. Like, at this point, man, you're not a cop, and I know for a goddamn fact.
Yeah, but for him to muster up the courage to click...
Do you want to die? It's click or die. Like, it's like finish him, or like he's gonna end you. Also, he breaks out his goddamn teeth. That made me cringe. That hurt. Just spits out his teeth.
Wait, but how does the hippie girl die?
Huh?
How does a hippie girl die?
She gets chopped in half by
oh yeah, when they're trying to escape the van because Jessica Biel goes back.
Yeah, but like it's like a really crappy like you don't get to see her die.
Yeah. Ah, okay, now it makes sense.
Which again is the budget like being blown. The budget was so low for this film that when Jessica Biel, when she's running in the meatpacking plant, that's all real meat. They couldn't afford to get plastic ones.
Ah, fuck it. Hey, use what you got.
Also, it's kind of funny because she was a vegan at the time, so.
Oh. Hey, man. She was what? She was doing Seventh Heaven at the time, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was still doing Seventh Heaven. Hey, you want the A-list bucks, you gotta do what the A-listers do.
I mean, she didn't win an Oscar like Leo, but I guess it'll suffice.
Hey.
She got JT? She got
JT. He cheated on her, but she got JT.
Wait, what? She cheated on her?
Yeah.
When?
This is like recent.
What the fuck, JT? You have Jessica Biel.
He does have Jessica Biel, and he cheated on her. He's a piece of shit.
Like, he actually, like, it's confirmed?
It's suspect.
I mean...
Granted, it's not like... You're never going to hear him say, like, I cheated, unless, like, a Tiger Woods situation happens. Who knows? There's some suspect images, but back to the movie.
Fuck.
I think after this movie, she became the biggest actress out of all of them.
Oh, by far. I mean, I think she's the only one that's still, like, working.
Yeah, because, like, all of them... I mean, I've seen them before. Like, I know who Vogel is. I know who Arlie Hemme is. But, like, the other ones were just, like, people that I had seen in, like, movies.
Yeah.
And then that was pretty much it.
She, if I'm not mistaken, I think right now she's actually producing. Like, she's doing more of a director thing rather than actually, like, acting. She was also very recently in, where was it? Oh, The Sinner. That's right.
I remember that one. I never finished it.
Was it good?
But yeah, from what I watched, I was like, yeah, it's alright. It's pretty decent.
Damn, she was on Seventh Heaven for 7 years?
Yep, with that fucking piece of shit dude that played the dad.
What? Who? The...
You know, he got, like, he admitted to having relations with underage girls.
What?
Yeah.
Oof, someone got Me Too'd and is hopefully in jail?
I don't think he got Me Too'd. No, he's not in jail either.
Wait, he admitted to having sex with underage girls and he's not in jail?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Stephen Collins is the name. But this is not a Seventh Heaven podcast. This is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So let's get back to the murders. So
this movie has a lot of good deaths.
A lot of fun deaths too. Also satisfying.
Yeah. Like, it's not like overly... So, like, when you look back on, like, the old, like, Friday the 13th movies and the old Nightmare on Elm Streets, Halloweens, the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, the deaths are all, like, comic booky.
Yeah, well, I mean, consider the effects and what they could get away with at the time. They weren't as imaginative. Now, like, after, like, fucking 30 years of cinema, the kids that watch that is like, no, you can do it like this, you can do it better.
Well, I think it's
now
also, like... Because Wes Craven did this in Scream. I think people want more, like, realistic deaths.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see it and you want to be like, oh, shit, like, that looks real.
Yeah.
So I think, like, they went that route, which makes sense because at the time, I mean, I had gone over this when I did the podcast previously for, which movie did I do? Scream, yes. How Wes Craven kind of rejuvenated the genre of serial killers or slasher films. This movie kind of went off of that formula because, as we like it or not, we want to see more death.
More gore?
Realistic death. I think that's why Saw was such a big hit, because it just looked realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And this one does a lot of those realistic kills, like, really fucking well.
Mm-hmm. They do. The practical effects, I'll give them this, man. They went all out. When they were able to, they went all out.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think of the house and the way it looked? Did it look creepy as shit to you on the inside?
On the inside, a little bit. Mostly because it just looks, like, run down. And then there's that scene when it goes to, like, nighttime. Mm-hmm. And, like, the moonlight's, like, hitting the back of the house. And, like, it's, like, illuminating the windows in the front.
Yeah.
That scene looks creepy.
Imagine being trapped in there with Leatherface. I don't.
Dude, that basement beats the shit out of any like torture chamber.
Jigsaw would look at that and be like, "Hey, man, you need to tone it down a bit." Also, this movie came out way before Saw. Like, it did gore.
Way before, I thought.
Saw came out like 2006, 2005?
I want to say 2004.
Was it that early? The original Saw.
Original Saw. Let's see. Saw franchise. 2004.
Yeah, late 2004. Wow, okay.
I remember showing it to you.
We saw it in the when we were, but that's when we were in the
when we were in middle school.
Yeah. But no, I thought it had come out like 2005 or 6. And it still would have been around the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this movie predates even that. So like the gore factor and whatnot. It predates everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was never scared of a chainsaw until I saw this movie.
Not at all. Like, machete, sure. Cookie knife, sure. Chainsaw, never. But dude, that fucking scene of him just busting through the door and revving the chainsaw, like, that scene always just is iconic to me.
To me, I don't know why, it was scary when he had it in the when he was running in the field.
Oh yeah,
and he's chasing her, and I mean, she just
you
gets
see the smoke coming out of the chainsaw.
Yeah, it's terrifying. But he gets up and he keeps going. He cuts his leg open. He's like, "Nah, I'm good," and keeps going after her. Like, that dude is relentless,
man. And that ending, fucking when she steals the baby and takes off in the car.
Yeah,
and then she runs over the sheriff
like 3 times, like triple tap. He fucking deserved it, man.
Oh yeah.
Like that was a really satisfying.
And then you see him slash the door with the chainsaw with one arm because she cut off the other one.
Yeah, dude, that scene when she cut it off, I just remember thinking like, okay, he's done, he's out. There's no fucking way he's gonna continue. Like, this is a 10 count, and then he keeps fucking going. Dude,
like the Leatherface in this movie he could beat the shit out of all the other Leatherfaces combined, like from the previous ones.
I mean, I'd be down. I'm pretty sure if, like, you give me a few automatic rifles and a few weapons, I might stand a chance. Might is the operative word. This dude does not stop.
I think before this one, or after, was Freddy vs. Jason. Because it came out in 2004.
Are you sure Freddy vs. Jason was in 2003?
No. Oh, it might be 2003.
Because I remember I actually rewatched it kind of recently just for shits and giggles.
I fucking love that movie.
It's so stupid, but I like it.
Came out... Oh, yeah, you're right. 2003. August.
Let me see. Andrew Bernardsky. How tall is this son of a bitch? He's a body... 6'5".
Dude, he's huge. Because, like, looking at him, I was like, I've seen him and stuff. And then he was, like, in... not Friday Night Lights. Any Given Sunday. Mm-hmm. He was in a bunch of other movies. It's pretty much just a big dude.
Big hulking dude. Yeah, he's 6'5", former bodybuilder.
Oh, yeah. So he's going to be jacked as shit.
Yeah. Oh, and he plays Leatherface in the beginning also.
At least he's finding work.
Hey, good for him. But, oh my god, dude, 6'5". Can you imagine that guy in boots coming after you? 6'6", 6'7".
Dude, I'd be terrified. A giant fucking dude, like 6'5", probably weighs like 300 pounds, just running straight at you. With a revving chainsaw?
Just run, man. Just fucking run in every direction.
Dude,
hopefully we can meet him.
I'm looking at the filmography from the director, and he's... I think only like 2 things are like original works. Like Pathfinder. I remember that movie.
I've never even heard of that one.
Oh, I remember it used to come out a ton as a kid. Like on HBO.
What is it?
It's about these Viking warriors that show up in the New World, and Carl Urban is in it. And he plays a Native American who's basically like killing these Vikings who killed his tribe.
Okay.
It's pretty decent. Okay. But yeah, the only other fucking movies he did was Pathfinder, Friday the 13th, and Conan the Barbarian.
Which, on Friday the 13th, that's the shitty remake, right?
Yeah, that's the shitty remake.
Is that the one that has Paris Hilton in it?
No, that's House of Wax.
No, are you sure?
Yeah.
And what shitty actors does this one have? Because I know it has someone that's terrible.
It doesn't really have anyone like The only big names in this one are Jared Padalecki and Daniel Panabaker.
I wonder if Padalecki wants a second shot at Jason now.
Dude, he has all that fuck you Supernatural money. He doesn't care.
No, but like he's been through Supernatural. He's like, all right, I can handle Jason this time. I got this.
I mean, they die a bunch, so.
Yeah. Hey, how does Supernatural end? Did you?
It hasn't ended yet.
Oh, it hasn't?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm curious. I just want to know if they live or die in the end. And like, if it's one of those things where like the story continues.
No, this is the last season. They're probably gonna die.
Well, maybe they get into heaven. We'll see. But okay, back to Leatherface. I think it also speaks to this character, dude. He's at every single like Halloween ever. Like everyone, like I always see at least one Leatherface every year.
I mean, dude, at least now, like it's super fucking rare. I don't see any classic Halloween characters anymore.
What do you like? You don't see Jason, Michael Myers?
No. Oh, like at stores.
Oh no, yeah, no. I mean, if you're because I got nephews and we go trick or treat, we take them out trick or treating and stuff. I always see Michael Myers walking around, Jason. They're not necessarily good versions. They're not that tall, but
which is weird because I don't see them like to be bought anywhere. Like the only places I assume that you could buy them now are like
spirits or
like Halloween stores.
Yeah.
But like you remember back in the day, like even in just like a Walmart. You could find a Ghostface. You could find a Ghostface costume. You could find a Jason costume, Freddy costume. This one I want to say is probably more niche.
I mean, I don't. That's fair. You know what? You're right. I don't remember the last time I saw a Ghostface costume.
Yeah,
at least not at a public Halloween
like
store.
Slasher characters are pretty much gone now.
I mean, right now, well, because consider this, I think the 2000s and the early 2010s were mostly, slashers. And now we're in the demonic phase.
Yeah, now it's just a bunch of, like...
possessions.
Like, think about the demon that's hiding in your fucking closet.
Well, because that's fucking scarier right now than any kind of monster that can come out, like, from outside. Like, I can shoot... If Leatherface starts to come through that door, I can shoot him.
I mean, that's true, but there's an art form when it comes to these slasher movies. Like, you have to do them right, or else it just becomes super cheesy. Like Friday the 13th Part 3D.
Oh, that's right. Or Jason X.
Or Jason X.
I actually love Jason X. It's so bad, it was hilarious.
No, it's just bad.
No,
the only scene that I laugh in that movie is the campers.
That too.
Where he puts them in the sleeping bag and
just
like
beats the shit out of them with each other.
Shit out of them. That's the only scene I laughed at. But other than that, like,
no.
So bad.
No, when he throws him off a ledge and he falls into a drill and he just starts turning with the drill. That made me
okay. That's alright.
I thought that was creatively funny.
So yeah, and then after this one, they made the
beginning,
not the remake, the sequel to the original one.
What do you mean?
Oh well, they made the beginning,
yeah.
Which is okay. I mean, it's all right.
I need to go back and rewatch it.
It's not the greatest thing. I mean, I think at that point, that's when slasher movies started to take their turn for the worse again, where people were just like, I'm not really digging slasher movies anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because you only have so much like goodwill. Like you need to capitalize on it. Like within the next 2 years, we need to put out the sequel. And it's got to be as good at least.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. It's the sequel to the original, which that was not a good movie.
That was the one with Rosario Dawson in it, right? The 3D. I'm 99%
No,
sure.
You're thinking of the other girl, the white girl, the one that came out in she came out in that rock movie, San Andreas, as his daughter.
Are you sure it's not Rosario Dawson?
No. She also came out in Baywatch.
I'm looking it up right now, and I'm willing to bet you money. I'm willing to bet you 5 whole cents.
Okay, bet me 5 whole cents.
Done.
Texas Chainsaw.
I only think it's Rosario Dawson because I know Chema said like, "Oh yeah, that's my favorite girl."
Texas Chainsaw 3D. Let's check out the cast. Yeah, Alexandra Daddario. Is that who you meant?
Oh fuck, you're right. All right, I'm out. I lost.
Yeah, I know you lost.
Fuck that. Yeah, that's Chema's favorite. Yeah. Okay. Fuck, I lost. God damn you, Chema. God damn you. I'll find you a nickel later.
I mean, don't blame Kemma for your incompetence.
Fuck you. So this one, rewatching it, man, did you still think it was that scary the first time?
It's not scary anymore, but it's just enjoyable.
Also kind of stressful, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like compact and tight when they're running through the maze.
It's like any scare, but aside from it being a jump scare, it just gets old, and you just really just learn to appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, I saw the movie Ouija Origin of Evil for the first time. Mm-hmm. Good fucking movie. Scares the shit out of you.
Way better than the first one.
That movie scared me like how Texas Chainsaw scared me when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. It's just new ways to scare you, even though like it might be a similar presence or things like that. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, like, for me, slasher movies now are just something I enjoy. That's why I could look back at them with some fondness, and I'm just like, oh, that's a sweet death, or like, oh, I fucking love this movie. Like, it's just something that I could look back on now and just enjoy the art form of a slasher film.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Final rating? What would you give this film?
I would give this film, as slasher films goes, 4 out of 5 stars.
Really? Okay. All right. What about? Okay, that's fair. I guess
it's not an Oscar film.
No, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, I guess you're right. As far as the slasher, as far as a scary movie, 4 out of 5 sounds about fair, right? And folks, just so you're aware, this Saturday we're going to be reviewing actually my personal favorite horror film that I can watch at any moment, The Conjuring.
Okay. I'm in it with you, right?
Yeah, you, me, and Chema.
Okay. When do you all want to record?
Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday.
I can do Thursday. I work Friday.
All right, we'll do Thursday.
We made it to the end of the podcast. I'm going to be releasing another doubleheader next week. It's going to be Ouija, Origin of Evil, and 13 Ghosts. I already have those ready up and running to go. So those are going to be ready for that. And then the week after, I have a friend joining me to review Freddy vs. Jason. She's the only other person I know that likes horror movies as much as I do. So it should be a real treat. Again, this is a Rollback production, the Wednesday Rewind. Please check out our website, therollback.net, where we have written reviews. I just put up Stranger Things Season 2 episode breakdown. Everyone else has written reviews on there as well. Check us out. We have our link tree below. It has all our links to our Spotify, our iTunes, our Google, and our Facebook and official website. So please, again, check us out. I'm Fernando.
I've been Eddie.
And this is the Wednesday Rewind. Cut it.